Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. Before we begin, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday, and as always, be sure to like and provide comments. On October 23rd, Reuters published a report stating the Louisiana National Guard stepped in to thwart a series of cyber attacks after several government offices across the state were targeted in recent weeks. This story was picked up and republished by several outlets. Just the premise of the National Guard stopping a cyber attack seemed like an odd premise, and I was wondering if it might have seemed odd to some of my subscribers, so I wanted to dig in and unpack the story a little bit. With the 2020 presidential election upon us, hackers seem to be targeting vulnerabilities in local government systems at an increasing rate. A cybersecurity consultant familiar with the matter told authorities in Louisiana that Washington State recently faced a similar threat. Hackers hit government offices there with malware known for deploying ransomware, which is malicious software typically used to shut off access until the attackers are paid off. Two people with knowledge of the events in Louisiana told Reuters that it wasn't immediately clear whether the hackers simply wanted to extort money or were there to try to disrupt systems tied to the election. While the attacks successfully compromised several government offices in northern Louisiana, officials thwarted the campaign in its early stages before, quote, significant harm was done, according to the article. A spokesperson for the Louisiana Secretary of State office told the Reuters that because Louisiana is a top-down state, meaning all election data is centrally stored, election officials are better equipped to quickly respond to cyber threats. In their investigation, experts reportedly found a tool described as a remote access Trojan, aka a RAT, that has previously been used in hacks traced to a group associated with the North Korean government. However, cybersecurity analysts familiar with the RAT system say part of its code has been posted in online computer virus repositories previously. So it is possible that an entirely unrelated group of hackers could have copied the code and repurposed it and used it in the attack. When most people think of the National Guard, they think of them being used during a national disaster or more recently to sustain law and order to handle civil unrest. But as cybersecurity experts, this is the part of the story that kind of stuck out to me. Well, after a little digging, here's a few points I want to make. The Army, Reserves, and National Guard do have apparently a cyber operations as part of their unit, so I'm guessing this is the unit that helped thwart the attack. Also, the National Guard is made up of civilians who do have day jobs, and so it is very possible that there's a lot of fairly highly trained technical people who during their day work in IT or software security and are part of the National Guard. Also, the lack of specifics on the number of systems impacted, details on the actual attack, and how the National Guard actually thwarted the attack is perplexing for an article like this. So this also stood out. Maybe the investigation is ongoing, maybe there are still concerns that the system is still infected, or maybe they are just staying mum on the issue while they upgrade potential vulnerabilities that could be exploited that haven't quite been discovered, or they did discover during the forensic analysis of this issue and don't want to basically provide any more information on the type of system and potentially what they did fix, because it could lead to the hackers thinking about, hey, okay, if you did this patch, then I'm going to try this attack next. As we get ready for the U.S. election on November 3rd and the post-election ballot counting, future cyber attacks on state and local governments could add further strain to a U.S. electorate that appears to be at a breaking point. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe, and provide comments, and turn on notifications by clicking the bell in order to check out future videos published twice a week.